Bronny can go in front of Ian.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting nature.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shadoon.
Right, it's about to
Dion already doing that.
We all saw what we saw. You know what we saw.
That's elementary.
No. That's all like, when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off me. No, don't touch me. Was it worth the 30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment. Use up.
You remember? Was it bingo night? Or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm gonna keep it high level. This is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. this whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is, I am undefeated.
Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to light up.
he's getting up.
And show. Yeah, we doing this for real.
He's funny.
I want to go rebound. Shoot.
This one?
Cut that up. I got a match. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song.
Did you say sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, I think you can do something with that. Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what, big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Wah, wah, wah. Dog, do you know you're still alive? I mean, I know that you know you alive, but do you know that you could be living? Y'all know where that's from? Oh my God, love to you guys, man. We're gonna dive into this show. Thank you guys for waking up this morning, rocking with your boy, bois, bois, bois. Get your coffee, which is inhale, exhale. That's the coffee. That's all you need for energy in this world and this show. So make sure you like and subscribe to Hydration Situation. Let's go.
David Stern, to Russ Granick, the former deputy commissioner, to Adam Silver, to Mark Tatum. These men have supported these brothers.
Okay, these brothers. I mean, these men have supported these brothers, which lets you know it's about to be racial. Okay, we're going to break these things down because a couple of these shows, I think, are in their feelings of how I am respectfully disagreeing at times and constructively criticizing at times. They don't catch all the praise because, you know, that's how the ego works. Of course I'm fresh. But when you're not so fresh, that's when you got a problem. So I'm about to start breaking these down like I break it down. Y'all know I got a little issue in my head, long-winded, and I like to go on a lot of detours. So let's have some fun. It's racial right now, but let's let him lead us.
But America hasn't always done so. America, when you talk about globalizing the sport, certainly money has everything to do with it.
Certainly money has everything to do with it. Say money right, Marcellus. Money. But we're going to make something else the issue because that ain't how it works when you got to go out there and racialize things. So we know that life is nothing but a sandwich. No matter how you flip it, the bread comes first. But we're going to make this much worse.
Okay, well, a lot to do with it. But the other part in globalizing your brand is whitening the sport too. Because when you've got the Luka Doncic of the world.
Oh! Whoever made up that phrase, whoever did that, the Luka Doncic of the world. Is there another one? You know, another 6'8" refrigerator can't even jump over his shoelaces but can get the ball in bucket better than anybody else in this world? Well, we found him by going over there because money drives everything, right? But then we went over there and we found him, and he so happens to be white. And we also saw a freak over there, too. He was Greek, African guy. But we're going to make this racial. Let's go.
The Dirk Nowitzkis before him, the Manu Ginobilis and others. Because you didn't have enough white American players to excel on a level that could make the sport more profitable and what have you. And you had to rely on the brothers. It's why Magic Johnson was so important, because of that magnetic smile that invited you into the living room. But even still, you still paired him with Larry Bird to promote the sport. Michael Jordan came along and took it to another level. Kobe, in his undeniable brilliance and speaking 4 languages fluently and working on a 5th at the time of his passing, Mandarin for Christ. I mean, but it's a rarity. And so to globalize the sport, to have guys who were white European superstars is something that the NBA itself might have capitalized off of, lovingly so, because of profitability issues. But America and the world as a whole ingratiated itself with the with the NBA product because you saw folks who were white, even though they weren't from America.
Oh, man. I love when there are rules, right? And we don't follow the rules because we always say, hey, there's exceptions to the rules. So this is really a childlike behavior that we all possess. Basically, we gonna let anything we do be justified by the fact that we really just wanted to do it. So in this whole landscape of the NBA, and he started with Magic Johnson, and he said, well, he had to be coupled with Larry Bird to really market that, right? Not the fact that in college it was already marketed to the NBA because of their rivalry in college. Not because they both were like the premier youngsters coming into the game. Not because they just went to 2-story franchises and kept the winning going, right? None of that. It was just because they were black and white. And that was a part of the dynamic. Let's be real. And he's making it say and making it sound like, well, you needed the white person to digest it. Okay, let's just run with that. That's the 80s. In the 80s, we needed the brother to go with the white dude to do it. How come in the same 80s, then Michael Jordan said, give me that, and I don't want nobody else to touch it. I don't care if they black or white. Even Michael Jackson was out there. Why? How? Did the world change that fast in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years? Did it? Or, dog, all we waiting for is it. We don't give a damn what it is. People don't care about black and white as much as they care about green. Do you not understand this and stop hating on the person who tells you this? Get your green up. They treat you better than white people. Whatever the hell you imagining is the best treatment in the world, which is not perfect. Trust me. Get some money and find out how people treat you. You think it's all good? People backstabbing you, oh, that's good. People trying to fraud you, oh, that's good. People lying like they really love you, but they don't, oh, that's good. I can keep going. You want me to give you the hood problems? Oh, I can't even look somebody in the eyes without, what's up then? Like, dog, I've been all places. What the hell are we talking about? All they waiting for is somebody to be it. And then after Jordan did it, when just a few years before, oh, it took another white guy to do it. That sandwich don't taste good. Then Jordan did it by himself, and then he said Kobe. Now, Kobe didn't do it by himself, but Kobe did it. They gave it to Kobe. Why? Because Kobe was it. If it wasn't him, it was Shaq. If it wasn't him, it was Tim Duncan, early 2000s. If it wasn't him, it was LeBron. Whoever it was, whoa. And y'all trying to tell me, oh, the NBA was suffering at that time? That's the golden years of the NBA, the 90s, early 2000s. Took a little dip, then we got the Warriors back. I wonder who led the Warriors. Steph Curry. Come on, y'all. Who was he rivaling? LeBron James. We try to make it racial any way we can. It just doesn't add up.
If there were a bunch of Cooper flags running around, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But they're rare. They're rarities. Cooper Flagg may be the best white dude since Larry Bird. I think he is. The brother's spectacular, okay? Dirk Nowitzki's from Germany, okay? I'm talking about white American born. That's a rarity in terms of superstar status.
Do people know how silly they sound when they really try to play this like all the way through? Like it's an impossible argument to play all the way through and still sound intelligent. It really is. Okay, because you're starting from a place of privilege. You're starting from a place of affluence. And then you're trying to show discrimination within that. Do you know how microscopic it may be, even if it does exist? Like, that's the only thing I'm saying. Like, I understand when we got real conversations and real issues, let's go. But when you doing this, hey, let's go to the beach. Now I want you to find that one grain of sand. I need you to find that one grain of sand that looks different. Go. What?
In the United States of America, when it comes to the sport of basketball, KD and everybody knows it. And that's why they said what he said, but most people wouldn't say it. KD should be applauded for his bravery and his honesty with this particular subject and letting you know he ain't playing that. Not to mention the fact, reminding you that he, along with others, bust Europe's ass whenever you put them up against them because they're letting you know, yo, this is who we are. Now, understand?
Now that's a conflation right there. Man, we need to do this show every single day. Oh, we actually do? Good. Okay. KD said, and you can see the quote right there, all I hear is AAU is destroying the game. They talking about the itty bitties, right? The kids and the bad coaches and the horrible parents who always running on the court want to fight. That wasn't a foul. He's saying that. And then the Euros do it right. That's all we hear at the NBA level. Look at them. Look at their technique. Oh, man, look at them fundamentally sound and all that, right? So we keep hearing that, right? And while the Americans do it wrong, it's a lot of blank with that. He said BS, I think, with that. I can read between the lines on that. It's a shot at black Americans. Okay. Now, what Stephen A. Smith is saying is that the NBA, in their quest, listen here, in their quest, was looking, found it in the 80s, and is still looking for where the white players at. Kevin Durant ain't saying that. He's saying what y'all see right now, whether it's fans or whether it's just a narrative that's coming from reporters and media, is saying this is what's wrong with the game and how y'all play it. And this is what's right with the game and how they play it. But guess what? All the Euros ain't white. The first Euro that really went out there, what's the first Euro that of this era? Wasn't it the Greek Freak? Like he went from skinny to big and MVP and won the championship. Look, ain't won no championship. Look, ain't no MVP. Did Luka win MVP? So the point is, like, who we talking about? Euros. Who else we got? Jokic. He don't want MVPs. He don't want a few MVPs. And they saying, we pumping them up. We looking for them. But then you just made the distinction. Dirk was German, so he doesn't count. You just said that. He doesn't count. So now why is Jokic going to count? Why is Luka going to count? You just, I told you, it just doesn't make sense. Durant was talking about how y'all beating us up and trying to pump them up, and y'all really just mad at black people. Stephen A is trying to say, no, the NBA ain't even caught up in that. The NBA is out here just looking for a white American player in Europe. It makes no sense.
What that means. That's what makes the All-Star game, the USA versus the world, that much more appealing. Because you know that brothers are going to step on the court with that attitude, and they're going to show effort during that level of competition because they ain't giving it to Europe, no matter how bad Europe wants it, okay? But when Binyama and others, even though obviously he's not white, the point is they're letting you know Europe is coming.
Once again, what I tell you, if you can turn off your emotion, I'm sure you guys can because you rock with me. Logically, it makes no sense. Wemby's over there, Greek Freak over there. Oh, no, forget them. They not Euro. What? Yeah. Oh, no, we looking for Luka and we looking for Jokic. Oh, but they're not white American. So what's the conversation then? Why are you having this conversation? I read it right here. Francisco Aguilera said it best. This subject is dumb.
And they're willing to embarrass America if America doesn't step up. But KD, in pointing this stuff out and pointing around the verbiage and highlighting how people gravitate to that, he's absolutely 1,000% right. Because if America has its druthers, it would rather not rely on the brothers.
Man, we can never go forward if all we do is look back. Or you can go forward, but you're just going to be stumbling your way through it, right? You're not going to run your best race. You can look backwards and go forward. You can. I can. Receivers do it all the time. You know what I mean? We can do it. Just not going to run your best route. Let's just say that.
We see it with the marketing of the NFL. Who gets marketed? We see it with the marketing of Major League Baseball. Even though you do it with NBA players who are brothers, it's because you have no choice.
Who gets marketed in the NFL? Huh? What you just say? Huh? You trying to tell me Lamar Jackson ain't a superstar? I know D linemen that are superstars in the NFL that are brothers. Myles Garrett, anybody? Aaron Donald can't walk down the street. You try to go where? Where else? Baseball? You ever hang out with Mookie Betts? I have. You ever play pickleball with Mookie Betts? I have. It's hard to get a point in. them Spanish Americans, them Latinos, you ever seen them? You ever go to Big Bobby golf tournament? I have. Oh, come on.
Because they are clear-cut the greatest on the planet, and there is no wiggling around them. But KD was right. He's calling it out. And I stand 10 toes down, 1,000% with him. And
Freudian slip, 10 toes. Blah, blah, blah. Nah, you know I got love for Stephen A. Smith. That was a bad film session. That was just a bad film session. It happens. This ain't that deep, right? I saw that and I was like, what are we doing? Party people, what are we doing? You know what I hate? I hate that I am black and having to be the one that has to say these things for us, to us, maybe, because it ain't our problem. If it were our problem, I would be glad to be the one the loudest. I would be glad to be a D.L. Hughley, but it's not our problem. But we want to make it our problem on top of all the real problems that we have, and that's why I hate having to bring it up. Because I'm like, dog, to get to the illness, let's stop playing around with these weak-ass symptoms. Like, oh, my God, they need a white American-born player to market the league, even though the league was at its best when it was a black guy named Michael Jordan. Oh, no, forget that. Nobody would be talking to her if she wasn't so pretty. So what are we going to do, take her pretty away? Like, y'all want to take away all the reality and just say, yeah, that's real. Like, America, boy, ooh, if I were America, like the country in its history, dog, you know, like, you're not inheriting the sins of your father, are you? Ooh. I mean, we just can't let go. And I'm not saying forget and forgive. You know, I don't believe in forgiving and forgetting. I also don't believe in my future is my past. Shut it. Dog, they are giving out. Who makes the most in the NBA? I saw Jaylen Brown. No. Jason Tatum. No. Steph Curry. No. Where the white people at? Ain't no white people making no money. All these dudes are leapfrogging each other. 70, 75, 80, 85. We're looking for that white guy. Come on. Cooper Flack. Continue. I wonder, there may be another reason we over there in Europe. I don't know. Let me know.
I do love a draft where it's not a surefire thing, right? And we're getting a lot of that now with Darren Peterson and the red flags galore and everything that's kind of coming out now as we get closer. And I'm wondering, with NIL and sort of the stories that are surrounding him, he doesn't want to play, maybe he does want to play. We're not 100% sure what's going on there. Would you take him at number 1?
Y'all been hearing a lot about Darren Peterson, right? And we're going to talk about it because Darren Peterson is also under some criticism. Carmelo Anthony comes to his rescue. Stephen A. Smith has some questions for him. Let's hear what Coach got to say.
Well, I don't know because I don't know enough of the story either. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the guy's desire is. I think that's the one thing as guys have come out younger and younger. I mean, it's just been harder and harder to get to know them. Honestly, I think it's why the top European guys are a lot of times a surer thing on picks because they've been tested. They play against grown men.
I got to stop him right there because he is right. Now, y'all want to know how right he is? What's happening in college sports now? People are going to the pros in the NBA and trying to go back to college. Oh, I ain't really play, dog. I ain't really get paid, dog. What happened with Indiana in football? Old-ass roster. Why? Why old? Why old? Test it. Do you know if you're a 5-star and you are an 18-year-old 5-star, and I'm a 2-star, but I'm 23, I will wear your A out. Wear you out. Because the 23-year-old me looking at the 18-year-old me like, boy, if you don't get out my face at 18, do you know I was bench pressing like 195? At 23, I was bench pressing 495 without steroids for all you jokesters. Real spit. I left high school, I barely could lift weights. I started, but I barely could lift weights. I wasn't repping 225. At 23, I'm putting that thing up down there 40 times. Come on, y'all. That's what's happening right now. So when we see Euros stop getting lost in the sauce, it's because of their race. It's because they're over there and they're globalizing. Yeah. Also, hey, y'all, there is a place in this world where they're actually making a factory of these cats. These cats are like on the sausage mill. They make at 12, if you good, they over there. If you had to start a soccer team right now, gun to head, where would you start it? In Los Angeles or go to Milan? Where you going to start the soccer team at? Where they have them little 9-year-olds already? School is later. Right now, you Drago. You playing soccer.
Coming up. I mean, you'd seen Doncic and Wembanyama and even the recent guys, Risa Shea, Sarr, those guys. You'd seen those guys against grown men playing, and you'd seen how they compete and everything else. These guys are, in college, I just think it's harder to get a handle on all of those intangible things. All I know is Peterson's very, very talented. There's no doubt about that. But as far as where that puts him in the draft, that's why those guys in the front offices do all the work they do to get the intel and everything else. But for everything I understand, it's a great draft. Yeah. I'm in favor of getting rid of the draft myself.
Yeah, you are.
But it's a
What we gonna do? Hold on. And this sounds like, look, I've been here before, and I may be wrong, but it sounds like he ain't watching no Darren Peterson like that. Like he's like, I had the game on and I've seen him play, but come on, y'all. Like we got top pick. The reason you can't answer this is because you can't say the top pick. Do you know the other 12 players that they're saying could be lottery picks with him that could potentially be high in the draft, maybe even some of them number 1 overall? AJ, right? Him. Some of the Euro. Y'all setting coach up. Y'all know what y'all doing, but let's keep going.
Great draft. So, it'll be interesting. And then we'll follow these guys in their career. I just know every draft's the same in this regard.
I'm right. He ain't seen nothing. And shout out to Lou Will. We play his son on Thursday. I see you Thursday, big dog. Yeah, they beat us the first time. His son is, of course, insane. I wasn't there. I wasn't there the first time we played him. He had 42. My daughter had 32 against a different team. And then Ash, our other player, great player, he had 40s. So it's going to be a show out. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be fun.
There's going to be people who disappoint. And then you're going to find guys way down in the draft that nobody thinks are that good who are going to become absolute stars in the league. It happens every year. And to me, that's the fun of it.
And the fun of it is how he got 2 minutes out of, I ain't know what the hell y'all talking about. Real spit, right? I mean, that was pretty obvious. Duh. But I wanted to give you balance to what Stephen A. Smith was saying. It's like, it's the reason they going to Europe too. One, it's for the money. Stephen A. Smith led with that. The globalized the game is good, not bad. What the hell? Why we always get mad and want to protect culture so much? Dog, we all borrow. And it's best to borrow. Let me tell you this. Growing up, if you don't borrow from other cultures, good luck. I don't even want to be around you. You stereotypical ass. Like, I don't want to be around somebody that could act exactly like I knew the script said to act. Because first of all, the script, who wants the script? How many times have you seen the movies of overseas and stuff and you can't even read it? You're looking at the subtitles and they're like, I must leave the family. They don't know what I'm going through. They don't know I love you. Right? That's me. I'm going to hear that. Beat up in the comments. Let's talk. We got more conversation going on. Obviously, we started off with that. Let's get into this Floyd Pacquiao rematch. I had to tell you guys, everybody want to say, whoa, Floyd is broke. Why he fighting? Nobody asking if Pacquiao broke. People probably like, we already know he is. Whatever you want to say. Y'all forgot, and I gave you this point. Dog, Netflix has a model where we're going after nostalgia. And because of that, everybody's back in the game. Y'all don't believe me? Tyson Holyfield is coming up. Mark my words. Mark my words. All right, let's beat up in comments. Patrick Edwards in the building. I see your big member. Everybody become a member. Like and subscribe and become a member of Hydration Situation. Who else we got up in here? Edgar Castilla. This is a spicy one. This might be a topic right here. He said, I feel you, but he talking to me. Wiley. What black issues do you address, though, ever? Respectfully. Ooh, I've heard this before. All right, I'm going to give you some time. Write in the comments what's an exclusive black issue. Go. Just do that first, and then I'll answer you, big dog. Because last time I checked, I talk about life issues. What's a black issue? I know what you can say. I can help you out right now, and then I'm going to beat that up, but I'm going to let you get a little time. So, Edgar, go get it. Black issue. What's a black issue? Okay. What's a white issue? Oh, okay. We're going to talk through it. Let's get it. Come on, Pacquiao.
Before he wants an exhibition with me, but I disagree, and I don't want to fight with exhibition with him. I want to fight a real fight like this. So This is it. This is what I'm waiting for.
Y'all mad at Bad Bunny. I'm glad Bad Bunny just said, forget it. I ain't even going to try. What'd you say, Pacquiao? Nah, I get it. We know what Pacquiao talking about. Pacquiao just said, look, Floyd wanted an exhibition again. Interesting. Floyd leave that 50-0 alone. And Pacquiao nah. You already got me one, big dog. Why don't you just, shoot a fair one? Let's see how we can balance this out. Let's do this again. And that's what's interesting. Okay, so how does that color? We're really trying to go through the shape of what this fight really means. What's the motivation behind it? To me, it's so obvious. You can try and lead with, they need the money. Who doesn't? Do you have any friends that have a lot of money, like millions? Do you have any friends that have a lot of money, like billions? Okay. All of them are if you got millions, you're an investor just by your own status. You don't even have to invest. People just come up to you tomorrow. Hey, man, if you give me $50,000, you're an investor. If you got $1 million, somebody walking up to you with a $50,000 ask. I'm telling you, business proposal, chat GPT'd up all the way. Hey, big dog. Hey, can I talk to you for a second? This is how they come at you. Hey, man, you good? Yeah, I'm good, big dog. What's up? Oh, man, let me talk to you for a second. We already talking. Oh, I know what this is. Here's a little violin, little man on your shoulder going, ying, 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 ying. I'm about to ask you for something. Ying, 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 ying. Let's go talk. Then we talking, and you're like, bah, 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 bah. I'm like, all right, send me the proposal. Let's go. If you got billions, you know what you're doing. You doing infrastructures and stuff like people hitting you up. Yeah, for 10 million, we could go over there in Taiwan. And you're like, all right. But the point is, who doesn't want more money?
But as far as the sport goes, like I don't want to see that shit. Give me some young guys, man. Give me, I'm saying, like all these young dudes that's coming up in the sport. I'm saying they need a following as well. The sport need to do a better job at promoting those guys. But nah, man, the first fight was mediocre. So how the fuck do people think the second fight gonna be? Like years later, like the first fight was this fight gonna be worse. Like
I don't know about that, Kenyon. You know you're my dog, but here's the thing. The first fight was late. We know it. This one is hella late. This one, the alarm clock, the power went out, and you just woke up on your biological clock, right? Way late. But the first one, there was so much pressure, which, think about it. It built it up. Think about it. The economics got even grander because we had to wait. So in a weird way, it was better to wait. If we would have got it when we wanted it, they would have got this much versus this much, and we would have been full faster. It felt good to be a little hungry. Now, we waited way too long, and then they didn't look matched properly in their primes, right? That's been the issue with Floyd a lot of times. He'll fight a young Canelo or he'll fight an old Pacquiao. We know it. Maybe that's strategic. I think it is, but the point is, you still got to beat them. Don't give a damn what age they are, because I'm getting older too. If I'm waiting, I'm getting older too. I digress. But this one may be different. Pacquiao looked good last time I saw him. Floyd would never look bad. Floyd just built like that. I'm going to show you a clip. Look at his eyes. He ain't going to never be bad. He may not win look, if you keep fighting, you're going to end up losing. That's one thing about your undefeated record. I don't care who you are. You keep fighting, you're going to end up losing. You're going to be 55 out there fighting some 26-year-old, you're about to lose. Just like that 23-year-old me versus the 18-year-old me. Okay? You're going to lose. So in this situation, I think it may be a little chaotic. I think it may be a little more like, okay, the pressure's off. Now let's just go fight. Before it was a boxing match for the ages. Now let's just go fight.
That's what it is, man. Losing slowed down over the years. They've been sitting on the couch doing Lord knows what to come back in and try to fight. I'm pretty sure it's going to be an 8-round or a 6-round gimmick shit, some shit like that probably. So, not wasting my fucking time, bro.
You a liar. I'm inviting you over right now, Kenyon. I bet your ass come over here and kick it. You be like, man, I just came over because y'all were over there. Don't do this. Every time there's a big mega thing, there's always somebody sitting there like, man, I ain't going over there. Then the whole time when it's happening, all you're going to be doing is either checking your phone or watching it or be like, man, what they doing? Who won? Well, I ain't even tripping.
All right, let's move on to you, Mr. B, Brandon Jennings. Are you excited at all to see 49-year-old Floyd Mayweather fight 47-year-old Manny Pacquiao?
I mean, I'm not excited, but I mean, I guess just to see them go out there at that age, it'd be cool to watch. Somebody needs some money or something. Is that why they're doing this?
We all need money, Mr.
I'm just trying to.
Thank you. We all need $5 more.
I know. Everybody wants to make money, but I'm just saying, like at that age, like is this?
What age?
Is this?
What age is that?
Somebody's financially in debt, or is it what?
I mean, look, I ain't talking about Brandon. I just saw him last week. Shout out, we had dinner together. Shout out to Jason Beverly Hills, all that. Here's the thing. We got to stop with the laziness. Like, oh, who needs money? Dog, if someone called you right now, and a matter of fact, we had this conversation, Brandon. I ain't going to talk about it, but you had a big golf tournament. Good for you. Huge golf tournament. Huge. Like, it raked in a lot of money, and it raised money, all that stuff. If someone called you and said, hey, I want you to throw another one of them golf tournaments, but this time I'll pay you 100 times more than that. You about to swing them clubs? Me too.
That's a good question. I imagine a hefty bag being doled out on both sides. I think both their marketing promotion companies are helping promote the fight along with some other people. But let's move on to Cemetery Larry. What do you think about Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Part 2 in Vegas, September 19th?
I love it. I'm an avid, long time since I was 6 years old boxing fan. So, watching Mike Tyson go up against fucking George Foreman and different guys, and I mean, these are things that keep the boxing world afloat, regardless of, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I think the real boxing fans want to see boxing. You got to see Shakur Stevenson, you got to see Terrence Crawford, Canelo, a lot of fights you don't get to see. We never got to see Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. We got to see that later in the years. We should have seen Manny and Floyd Part 2 a long time ago. But just just like the big three. Like, who wants to see a bunch of old niggas go play 3-on-3? Right?
Oh, I just lost my headphones. Damn. I ain't see that one coming. The big three. I mean, wasn't one of them, all of them in the big three? Ooh, that hurt. What, y'all need some money? Y'all still playing? Why y'all still playing at this age? Wow.
Go out there and we play. It wasn't for a payday because we love to play. And I think this is the same thing with boxing. It's like, if you want to fight, fight. Go out there and still get it. I was fortunate enough to be in one of Floyd's camps and seeing him prepare for the fight. So I think that it's commendable for him to get back in there and prepare, because his preparation is like no other athlete I've ever seen prepare for anything. He's the greatest for that sentiment alone. So to see Manny go out there and try it again, to see him go out there and prove that he's still the best, it's always going to be short. Floyd is Showtime. Floyd is the guy who have people coming to see him fight. So, regardless of who want to see him fight, it's for boxing. It's for boxing and boxing fans. Very rarely is it for the casual people who want to watch. It's usually for the boxing fans, because Jake Paul and all these other fights, people tune in millions of,
and they get the most views. They get the most revenue. Why are we hating on? Can we just embrace our capitalist heart? The capitalist in us? Dog, somebody about to give you that dough. Who wants to go back to school right now? Raise your hand. Put your hand down, Wiley. No, I do not want to go to school. If you made me sit in a classroom for an hour and 15 minutes, and then at the end of it told me I have to go home and read books, gave me a syllabus, I will look at you like, dog, I wish hell upon you in your life. I'd be like, this is torture. And want to see me again in 2 days? Never. However, I've already been through school. And if you said, well, this is what they do with degrees. You get your master's, you get your PhD. Here's a lot of money. Here's a pot of gold. If you offer me the pot of gold guaranteed before I even went back to that class and say, Marcellus, now you want that syllabus? I'm like, yes. I'll go back. Absolutely, I'll go back. Come on, y'all.
People. So why not this one?
Yeah. Well, I've been the biggest boxing fan for as long as I can remember as well. And I don't want to see the shit. Right? I don't want to see it. And let me ask you a question, Rashad. So you said like Floyd has the best training camp of anybody ever?
From what I've seen.
Oh, so that's the only one you've seen.
No, it's not the only one I've seen, but from all the ones I've seen,
he has the best.
He prepares.
Oh,
he prepares the best.
Okay. Of the ones that you've seen. Okay.
Even can you even when he like just trying to like inquire, sound like he just looking for smoke, right?
Yeah, and all of his peers have said the same thing too.
Okay, cool. Cool. I know other guys work hard. That's all.
Sherman.
A lot of champions that they'll say the same thing. Huh?
I said who? To you, kid.
Shakur Stevenson, Roy Jones, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Celie Lomachenko. Terrence Crawford, David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez.
This reminds me of the Peyton Manning argument we used to always have in the locker room. People got a little resentful of Peyton Manning. It wasn't his fault. People always say Peyton Manning was the first in, last out. He worked the hardest. And the other cats be like, yo, there's two things to that. One, there were other cats working as hard as Peyton Manning. Maybe didn't have the same results, but working as hard. Two, there is a certain limit to how hard you can work. We all got 24 hours. All right, Peyton Manning worked all 24 hours on football. You think Tom Brady didn't? So when you talking about Peyton Manning worked harder, Brady over there like, what? And he ain't the only one thinking that. So I hear this argument.
In this era, Lara, I can go on. I can Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Haggard.
About the camp?
Oh no, I'm just saying that I was just thinking of champions that probably would say that they had that they worked just as hard in camp.
Gilbert, you gonna say something? What is this? It's like old rap music when they put the best rapper at the end or something, like they be trying to make you wait. Featured Biggie, and Biggie at the end. Now Biggie going first if he on somebody's feature, right? Rest in peace.
Up to a fight. That's all. Brandon asked me who. That's all. But don't nobody listen, the first fight was 5 years past due. Right? The first time they fought, it was 5 years past due. So now this one is 10 years. It's going, come on, man.
Man, damn. Blah, blah, blah. Hate. Now I'm gonna stop. Love all those guys, obviously. Gilbert, you ain't got nothing to say on that clip. Oh, you probably already went before or after. Anyway, look, past due. Tom Brady is about to go make a bag, Flage Mama, over there in Saudi Arabia to play flag football with all his friends. And it's past due for a lot of them. And we gonna watch it. Like he said, the big three is past due, and we gonna watch it. We gotta stop playing. Like we pick and choose when it's past due. The dude is just gonna make some money. Okay, this is the clip I want you to watch. This is after the fight. They already made their bags and bricks. This is Pacquiao seeing Floyd at a Lakers game. No, let me lie. Let me say it's a Clippers game just because it's fresh. And I want y'all to take a look at Floyd's eyes. This is how weird I am, y'all. I'm glad I got to cut these clips up even more now. Watch Floyd's eyes. This is why he's great, y'all. Just watch his eyes. Okay, since you got all that sound that I don't need to shut me down, let's go. So Floyd hears or knows that Pacquiao's coming. He a little early with the dap. Oh, no, he saw his boy. All right, respect, big dog. Yeah. Oh, no, Pacquiao here, too. Pacquiao look at him. Floyd give him them eyes. Ah, man. Not too much love because you forever my opponent. You forever my foe, right? But at the same time, what's up, boy? What's up? We did that. You know what that was. You know what we did. Yeah, I like it too. I like it too, Floyd. All right, don't forget. Don't forget that straight right. It still got you right there in the midsection. I love it. I love it. How much can we make in 10 years? We right here. What y'all tripping on? What y'all tripping on? Floyd be sending out the warning shots too. They been knowing they were going to do this. Ben knew it. Y'all the ones late. Let's go.
We'll be bringing him in.
There's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather. And he can tell you that himself.
Ooh.
You know, when we talk about Hall of Famer, he's a Hall of Famer. But nobody has the remedy on how to beat Floyd Mayweather.
Ooh.
Don't let them trick you into getting your ass whooped again.
Oh, Jesus. Y'all not watching that? Man, y'all better get out of here. What's going to be better on September 19th on a Saturday night at 8 p.m. Pacific? Huh? A rerun of the Blair Witch Project rerun or something? Y'all better get out of my face. I hate y'all fakers. All right, let's get into this. All right, because I got a debate going on with somebody in these comments about black issues, right? Where is it? Oh, I did see it. It's Edgar. He said about black issues. So we started off when I was showing you guys the clip and talking about Stephen A. Smith not trying to racialize stuff. Edgar said, Marcellus, respectfully, when do you ever talk about a black issue? I was like, show me a black issue. So this is his retort. A black issue is not literal. Okay, so y'all know I'm a literalist. Why do you think this show is? This show is literally about literalism. Like, what did you just say? Okay, so it's not a black issue. It's a blackish issue. You want me to call my homeboy Anthony Anderson over here? You want me to get him over here? Okay, let's go. There's overlap, obviously. So it's a human issue. I digress. But there's issues that targets blacks more. That's what's considered a black issue. Okay. I kind of knew where you were going with it, but now give me a black issue. You don't have to define it. We both know what it is, but go. So Edgar Castilla says, and that's interesting. I wonder if he's like black. Edgar Castilla. That's all my Castilla friends are Mexican. All right. For example, police brutality is a black issue, not because it doesn't affect white people too, but you don't address it. Things like that. Well, police brutality is not a black issue, as you just said too. So don't get mad at me when I say it, but your ass can say it, Edgar. It's not a black issue. Now, you will feel that way if you've been propagandized, you know, if you've been marketed like they do it. And people get mad at me when I'm 51 years old from Compton, South Central, and never had police issues. Instead of saying, wow, how? Instead of saying, Marcellus, please talk more. They say, shut your cell out, and you've been acting too all uppity. Instead of showing you how you can easily interact with the police, easily. Them suckers trying to get home. And I'm not talking on the extremes for everyone. It's a human issue when the police act up. Or they act up more with black people, okay? Have you heard of this researcher, economist out of Harvard named Roland Fryer? Have you? Okay. 2016, he did a report on police brutality, okay? It's just a report. I'm just going to give you something of reference, okay? He did some data sets and he talked about police shootings and he also talked about non-lethal police encounters. In the police shootings, his findings came back and basically what did it say? To try to be exact, when controlling for many factors in how encounters begin and unfold, his analysis did not find statistically significant racial differences in the decision by police to fire their guns in the limited data sets he examined. Okay, give you some research. Since you want to talk, let's talk. We went to school together, brother. Okay, but then when you do the same research, he did find significant racial disparities in non-lethal uses of force, grabbing, pushing, etc., that disproportionately affected black and Hispanic individuals. So sorry, can't make it even exclusively black because he said brown people too. But you get the point. I get the point. Who talks about this? Thomas Sowell. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but here's the real. What he always talks about is the attitude and the interest. You got to get into attitude and interest when you really want to break down what issues are affecting what cultures. And that's the toughest terrain for people to walk through because people don't want to talk about how you going to make me act, how you going to make me sound, how you going to talk about my attitude, how you going to talk about what I'm interested in. So let's just be real since we on this show, okay? I just saw it yesterday with the New York Police Department and all the people in Washington Heights, black and brown people, a lot of them, right, throwing the snowballs. Washington Park, Washington Heights, I think it was. I saw a lot of us out there. I don't know if everybody was throwing it. Point being, the attitude and interest, the moral love, the issues with the police in the black and brown community, we have issues with them, and then they have issues with us that are not being addressed in terms of our attitudes toward each other, the resentment towards each other, the lack of respect for each other. You have that conversation, that may be a black issue, right? You know how it is. Come on, man, don't act stupid. From the days of me learning the lyrics to F the Police by NWA to right now, there's this cultural pressure. Why, Marcellus, why you like the police? What? What do you mean, why I like the police? Because when I'm in trouble, I call them and they come and do their job. So I don't talk about black issues because what is explicitly black? The attitude towards the police, back and forth between the police to the black people. There's literal research that shows police ain't out there hunting for black people. Just showed you that. I can show you more. You go find something that obviously can retort that. But more than that, let's be real. Let's be real. You know, and I know, and we can talk through the attitude and interest, how high or low it is towards the police. And it's pretty low. My son won't have that problem. I bet you that. And my son is black. So it's not a black issue. It ain't happening in my house. You ain't gonna be disrespectful to law enforcement. You ain't gonna be mad at them and then when you need some help, who you calling? Huh? I'm right. You can't call me. I'm right here with you. Who we gonna call our uncle so we can have some street? We gonna get into it to the streets? We gonna call family? Huh? We gonna have martial law? Who you calling? You calling the police? Why you know 911? You ain't never called 911? What you calling them for? I thought you hate them. Don't do. So anyway, I could talk exclusive any issue. Make it exclusive first. Or you're going to sound like Stephen A. Smith in the beginning of this show. Just talking around in circles. Come on, man. Come on, man. I don't know if you're black or not. I don't know what you are. And I'm not trying to even come at you, but I'm just saying, you said, well, it's not a literal black issue. And then you said, well, there's overlap. You're making my points. I talk about people. I talk about issues that affect humanity. because I'm trying to bring us together. Stop acting like we so different, because we really ain't. All right, love you. Beat it up in the comments, though, big dog. We go back and forth. I love you. I like how you respectfully disagree. I love that. All right, let's get into this draft. But before we get to the draft, it's the NFL Combine, and they talking over there. Let's talk. I'm gonna have to clip this one up too. Heard they in their feelings.
So this is hard to wrap your brain around, but the last number 1 pick in the NFL draft at quarterback, the last number 1 pick at quarterback to win a Super Bowl with the team that drafted him is Peyton.
Damn it, missed it. I was trying to do some trivia. You know who it is now. It's Pete Penix, Michael Penix.
Peyton Manning in the late 90s. So there are people that look at the Raiders and think, what a...
Okay, so if you're the Raiders and it's time to draft, are you drafting Mendoza? The reason I love Mendoza, even if I'm not all in love with the talent, and I am actually, it certainly qualifies. But the thing about Mendoza that I really love is that you don't find that type of character. You don't find that type of person. And I played a lot of football, and I'm sorry to judge all my teammates, including myself, but we don't act like that. We don't. We don't live right next to the facility. We don't say, no, I'm not messing with girls because I got to do this. No, we're not always leading with our Lord and Savior. We're not at the Russell Wilson School of Broadcasting 2.0 and talking even more proper and on script than Russell Wilson. We're not. Somebody that all in, I don't know what he's going through. I don't know what he's raised on. I don't know what spell he's under, but it's amazing. It's insane. It is so dope. And if I were his teammate, it's going to rub off on me. Pause.
A god-awful mess. Trade out of the number 1 pick with Fernando Mendoza. He's not an Elway level, Caleb Williams, Andrew Luck level talent, and then get Ty Simpson somewhere between the 8th and the 15th pick. But to me, it doesn't matter if Mendoza wins a Super Bowl ever or even regularly wins his division. Now,
that's obviously a setup. Those are setup phrases to kind of like trampoline into something grander. But yeah, if I'm drafting you number 1 overall, I don't want to ever lose hope that you can win it all. And I also certainly, you better win a division. Number 1 overall? Oh, bust? If you don't win a division, there's only 3 other teams to compete when you can't ever beat them? Come on now.
The Raiders haven't won a playoff game in 23 years. And the last time they did, they've only had 2 winning seasons since then. They're an unstable mess. They just need stabilization. If I could sign up right now, if you were a Raider fan and you said the first 3 years, he goes 8-9, 9-8, and 10-7. You should take it now.
Raider fans, I know y'all out there because, first of all, if I'm talking from L.A. And if I'm talking from L.A., it's Raider fans here. There's more Raider fans in L.A. still than Rams and Chargers combined. It's gangsta. And it's gangsta. Raider fans everywhere. Would y'all take that? I don't think so. Y'all got Genty? I don't think so. What's the tight end name? That's insane. Brock? I don't think so. Y'all still got Crosby, even though that's looking a little weak, a little thin right now because he's trying to get out of there or not trying to get out of there. I don't know. Got a new head coach? Nah, I take the over. You got to give me more than that. Come on, Mendoza.
Different franchises have different realities. You are not the Patriots or the Eagles or the Rams. You're not. One of the poorest owners, 23 years without a playoff win. It's like if you're a parent and nobody in your family's ever gone to college, don't worry about Harvard. Just try to get somebody to college. Break the chain, get somebody into college. If you can't even be above 500 on an average of once a decade, it's not about Super Bowls. Raise the floor. Forget about the ceiling. And I know you're out there, hey, Raider fans, we can bring back the glory. How about bring back 500?
Hey, great point. He like, look, let's crawl before we walk. That's not how it works in sports because if Indiana, what's crazy about this take, and crazy is not my best word, but Indiana didn't crawl before they walked. They just got up like a cheetah, like like a Doberman pinscher on the front porch. They went from nothing to everything. What happened to all that walking and jogging? Nope, we running.
How about bring back a winning November? So, I mean, when you're in a division with Andy Reid and Jim Harbaugh and Sean Payton, you're just looking for viability. I would sign up for 8-9, 9-8, and 10-7 today. And I think they have a good left tackle, a good running back, a star tight end, and a couple of decent receivers. There's no way in a million years I'm trading out of that pick.
Blah, blah, blah. Nah, you got to get Mendoza. I'm telling you, he a magnet. I played with Doug Flutie, who was a winner, but because of his size, people just couldn't get over it. So when in success, it took so much success for them GMs, executives to believe in him that it took forever him to get to the NFL and have his Flutie mania and Flutie flakes and make the Pro Bowl. But any issue, they were quick to dispose of him. And that was what happened to Doug Flutie. Right? And I only say that because he had that type of personality. Like Doug Flutie, obviously, we saw college, we saw the Hail Mary. You know Doug Flutie's just a winner. Went to the Canadian League and just tore it up. Even came to the NFL late in his career. Late. Still balled. Mendoza has got that in him. That I don't know what the hell it is. We didn't even see if Tom Brady had it in him before he got to the NFL. We didn't see that at Michigan like that, right? But he did. He really did. We also didn't see that Seattle was going to do that. What happened to Seattle? They didn't go from like walking and then jogging and then running. They said, all right, we were suspect. Let's go get it now.
I don't know if I've told you this story. I feel like I told it to everybody. Jordan Palmer got me in the airport coming back from the Senior Bowl and said, Lewis, Sam, and this was at the time when Sam was getting ready to sign with San Francisco. And he said, Sam just needs to be in that kind of system around that environment and with those coaches. And you're going to see him wash all of the stench off of him that happened early on in his career, and he's going to hit his stride. It may not happen in San Fran, but that's the system he needs. Kyle is who he needs.
Peep game. Jordan Palmer, if you guys don't know who he is, quarterback guru, plays some ball himself. Obviously, his brother is Carson Palmer. He runs a cottage industry of training all the top pro quarterbacks. Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, all those guys. I saw him out there last year. I'm going to see him again next month at the RX3 flag football tournament where all these guys participate. Jordan Palmer's beast, knows the game. He'll even work with your itty bitties. It's crazy. Point being, isn't it crazy how Sam Darnold almost got lost in the wash of the NFL because all franchises aren't created equal? Like, they're just not. And Sam Darnold was not in the right situation. And all that talent, like Sam Darnold is a dude. Got the arm, make every throw. Got the body, can make every run. Got the leadership, dude wins the Super Bowl, and I swear it feels like he like, what's next? He a different one.
Clint Kubiak, those kind of guys are who he needs. He goes there, doesn't start. Minnesota takes a chance. He wins. He's able to get in there, obviously because JJ gets hurt. And next thing you know, him and KOC are ripping it up. Ripping it up. He has a couple bad games at the end of the year. People go, maybe it's not true. Mm-hmm. John Snyder goes, you know what? I believe what I saw. I believe that the system matches the quarterback. I'm going to take a chance on him. I'm going to bring him in. I'm going to bring in Clint Kubiak. I'm going to have him with Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. I'm going to build out this young offensive line. We're going to be run heavy, play action, and it's going to work.
Man, peep the chess match behind the scenes. Like, someone's trash is our treasure. Come on, Sam. I get it. And look, everybody felt the same roller coaster ride. Sam Darnold looked insane, but it was impossible to fully believe it because you were like, this is the same dude that was with the Jets and the same dude that we saw before. Like, somebody believed it.
And I'll be damned if it doesn't work. See, it's so those kind of things, like the marriage, quarterback, play caller, a head coach like Mike McDonald, who's a master right now, who talk to guys like Sean McVay. McVay says McDonald's like the best. The best in the league right now. All the great coordinators, he might be the best out there.
Damn.
The guy is a savant. The dude is like a wonder kid.
Okay, yeah. All I got to do is see them eyes. See, I played a lot of football. I've had a lot of teammates. I got somebody I got to check when I see him next time. I ran into him yesterday, and then all my alarms went off. I saw his eyes, and he wasn't looking at me with the same amount of love. And I was like, oh. So now I already got my script ready for him. I'm like, look, dog, I've had a lot of teammates. You moving different. What's the issue? I love that kind of intellectual, emotional, articulate confrontation. I don't like physical stuff. I don't want to fight. First of all, I think I'm going to win. But second of all, even if I do win, I'm going to lose because my knuckles going to be messed up. And then third, you might win. But hey, we going to have some mental warfare. Look at them eyes. That's mental warfare, brother.
A lot of great things. Look, you can try and copy what Seattle did. You got a lot of work to do. Because they've been putting this together for a little bit, and you've got to just tip your cap to what John has done. You just do, man. He made all the right moves, and he's been doing it for about 2-3 years, and then it culminated in that Super Bowl.
Boom, 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 blah, blah, blah. As we are, the NFL draft is literally happening right now. I know y'all don't know because y'all ain't watching it. Yo, but at the same time, it is happening right now. So we talking about how a quarterback went from rags to riches. Let's talk about somebody who's trying to go from riches to richer.
I probably should start with this. I probably am as high on Lamar Jackson as anybody you'll talk to. In my opinion, he's the best quarterback in the league, and I don't think it's particularly close. I think for as much accolades as he does get, I actually think he's pretty underrated of a player.
Damn.
You know, the quarterback's job is to move the ball down the field and score points. And if you go back to the last season, he was fully healthy 2 years ago. They had 4,000 yards passing and 3,000 yards rushing on offense, and they're the first offense that's ever done that in the history of the NFL. And it's because of him. And Derrick Henry's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but
let me tell you why it's because of him. Real spit, just simple football. You know the game. Lamar Jackson doubted as a thrower, right? Doubted as a thrower, so people were testing him, make him throw it. So you crowd the line of scrimmage, and you say, make him throw it back there. Good luck. Remember that game with the first game, Miami Dolphins, he had 5 touchdowns, 35 on the season, something crazy like that? I guess he could throw. Led the league in passing touchdowns. Then you start respect as a defender. I'm a defender. I got to start showing some respect, so I got to, back up. Guess what he starts doing? Running the ball and throwing it. Dog, football is nothing but leverage. And you don't have to just leverage physically. If I can leverage you mentally, just like in basketball, a lot of sports have this same concept, which makes you think, if I can shoot the 3 and I'm quick, first step, whop, you're done. You're toast. Oh, you want to play off? Whop. Whop. Then you were like, man, I can't let this dude just shoot my lights out. So you close in, chip. Good light and good luck. Good night and good luck. That's Lamar Jackson. Oh, y'all want to play up here? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all back there? And this is why it was a little bit of an issue last year. He stopped doing that. He stopped running because he was hurt. Then he came back. Maybe he's still hurt. I don't know. Or he dealing with that, as what my man in the comments, Edgar said, that black issue. Now, this is a black quarterback issue. I got to show him I can throw it. I'm a pocket passer, a pure pocket passer like the white guys.
Derrick Henry's had a little bit of resurgence in his career because he's been able to play with Lamar Jackson, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I feel like that's had more of that. And so I think Lamar's going to be great in whatever system you put him in. I know his ability to run, but the thing that he does so well is he makes the secondary cover for so long, because you don't get the aggressive pass rush because they know they got to kind of keep him contained, and he's able to keep his eyes up in the pocket and keep plays alive.
He's talking about it. He's able to take advantage of the chess match because he stresses you in both dimensions. Other quarterbacks don't do it to that extreme. Josh Allen does. But even Josh Allen is still a little more power run in him than it is Lamar elusive run. Your imagination doesn't go to the places with Josh Allen that it does with Lamar. Now your body might. Josh Allen get the ball, boy. He coming. Pause. But if it's Lamar Jackson, you're like, oh God. Even while you're running, you're like, oh God, please, just let him fall.
So that's why, guys, it's like with the Ravens, guys are so wide open. because they got to cover for 3-4 seconds, where other quarterbacks are either getting sacked or flushing the pocket and not being able to keep their eyes up. And I think that's kind of Lamar's superpower.
That's his superpower. Yep, it's not even that hard to figure out if you played ball before. He has that superpower, right? Now, let's talk about somebody who doesn't have their superpowers and what's going to happen to him and where will his powers be.
Everything's on the table with Tua. You know, I've said it multiple times today in different media outlets. We've talked to his reps. We've talked to him. We've explored the possibility of trades. We are very appreciative of everything that Tua has done and accomplished with the Miami Dolphins.
One thing I do not like, and I did not like it when it happened, don't do it again, Coach. Don't do it again, GM. Don't talk about how much you love me and happy and appreciate all that. No, you don't. No, you don't. Tell the truth. It's okay. Look, Wiley can't handle the double team no more. Wiley ain't turning the corner no more. Wiley ain't turned the corner since he's been on Crenshaw. Like, say it like that. Like, it's okay. You already cut me. The worst part is behind me. It's almost worse that you did the bad part and then you try to make it look good. It's like somebody cheating on you and you're like, I did that because of you. Or I did that because I love you. What? You know I love you. No, you don't. You know what I mean? So, like, just, if you're going to do something bad, actions speak louder than words. What you talking about?
It will be interesting to see where this goes with the Dolphins or elsewhere. Quinn Ewers is obviously on the roster. He did some nice things down the stretch. My job is to make this as competitive of a room as I can. And that
you lie, you lie, you lie. Got that liquid. This is a, I ain't gonna do it on sponsorship. It works though. It helps with your voice. I have vocal cord surgery. Stop lying. You're in a quarterback room and it's Josh Allen there, Lamar Jackson there. Shoot, Sam Darnold right now. He just won a Super Bowl. You're not making that room as competitive as possible, because if you make it as competitive as possible, guess what comes with that competitiveness? Currency. You got to pay the competitors. See what I'm saying? This is why we got to do this show. Because people go up there and literally just be talking into that mic like that mic ain't listening. Like, what? You ain't making that room as competitive as possible. Or you are, because you don't think that Tua is the dude. So we need competition. Just say it like that. Come on, man.
Goes really for every positional room. We'll see what that looks like down the road. There's a lot of factors at play. I can't give you a definitive answer today.
I know.
A lot of conversations that need to be had.
Yeah.
But every move you make affects the next one. So we'll kind of see how it all plays out.
What?
Ken Ewers. They got Quinn Ewers in there. They got to make it as competitive as possible. Look, Tua's in that place. I'm going to tell you right now where Tua is. They looking for every single reason not to start you, play you, get off you, move on, books, dead cap, they trying to. You guys are co-parenting. We're not together anymore. We're here for the kids. That's what that is. We're here because we got to be here. That's what that is. What's going on in Atlanta? What do you think the answer is?
Right, answered like a true head coach who's not really going to give us much. But Lewis, Penix has a lot of health questions ongoing still. You think he's the guy for Atlanta moving forward?
Yeah, here's the crazy thing. He came in with, what, 2 ACL surgeries, already had another one and got hurt. Greatest ability is availability. And he's not available. He's not available.
No, personally, I don't. I understand. Look, you nailed it. Look, obviously, Kevin's trying to kind of buy himself some time. He's saying, hey, look, we'll work through that. He's just trying to get healthy. We're just going through our process, whatever other buzzword that you want to use. The fact of the matter is, though, they don't have anybody healthy and or on their roster under contract that they could line up right now and play a regular season game with and win a game. Now, I understand that we're still in February and we're just about to start the new league year. But we're talking about the most important position on the roster. And we're talking about the guy who's coming back, having a long, extensive injury history.
And extended it. Dude can throw, though. Ooh, Penix can throw, boy. But once again, you want to hear the line and the names in that line of people who underperformed, underachieved, just couldn't get it right. Like, being injury prone, it sucks because I was injury prone. And look, I don't make excuses. I'm not built to be telling you about I could have been, I would have been, I should have been. But boy, I got hurt as soon as I started in the NFL. Hurt every year, surgery every year. And yeah, it doesn't keep me up at night, but when I wake up sometimes, I'm like, damn, you could have been even better. And I know it, but oh well, that's how the game goes. That's how the cards were played.
And we're talking about a whole new regime here. And we're talking about a guy who's running the personnel department in Matt Ryan, who is a Hall of Fame caliber quarterback. He's not going to go into the season with these kind of questions. I think they are going to be in the market for a veteran signal caller. I think they're obviously going to look at the draft and see if they could find some kind of value there.
Who? Where the signal callers that a veteran that's going to be in Atlanta that could do something? Go. Beat it up in the comments. Go. Because I know they're trying to load up Shadur's room. I saw that. Malik Willis is there. Where are these veterans at? Man, quarterback is a weird position. Like, I right now, my son is playing flag football. I see kids out there. I'm like, dog, in 5-10 years, he's going to be insane. I see some of these kids in high school. I go to some of the quarterback guru classes. They hold field sessions where it's just quarterbacks and receivers because they know where the game is. And these kids are darting. I know an 11-year-old that is a darter. Where they go? It's almost like the WNBA. It's like that girl was insane in high school. She killing it in college. What happened to her in the pros? Same thing happened with these quarterbacks. Where are they disappearing to?
But you're going to tell me like a guy like Malik Willis wouldn't make sense in Kevin Stefanski's offense, considering the offense that he's just coming from in Green Bay and the carryover it would have in Atlanta? Matt Ryan's going to make a big move here because he knows how important the position is.
Yeah, it's a good point. And we're going to put Malik Willis on a lot of teams until he's on an actual team.
Well, I think he's in Cleveland now. That's what I saw. I don't know. Beat up in the comments. Blah, blah, blah. Malik Willis going to be everywhere. Okay, well, we still got conversations going on in the comments. Let's finish up with this draft stuff, and then y'all want to know why Marcellus Wiley doesn't break down Jason Whitlock footage. Well, whoever asked that question obviously doesn't watch Hydration Situation enough to know the answer. But I'll give it to you again because everybody can't be here every day, including myself. So I get it. But first, let's talk about this racial element that happened at the draft, where the general manager of the Bears, Ryan Poles, says the NFL's rule awarding 2 third-round picks if a minority coach or executive leaves to become a general manager or head coach is a strange rule. Where you at now, Edgar Castilla? This is an exclusive one. Oh, not really, because it's minorities? Well, let's talk.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I think it is a little strange. I mean, at the end of the day, you should want to develop your staff regardless of the color of their skin. I think that's important. I think we take a lot of pride with the Bears on how we have our setup. And I take a lot of pride in that. So to be compensated for that's a little strange. I mean, I saw the Chiefs get a pick because of me, and then I watched that player go and play. It's just a little odd. But
now, obviously, well composed. Like this dude right here, 2-parent home. I don't know, but it just seemed like he's well composed. What he want to say is, what the hell? Nobody wants your handouts. Nobody needs your extra, your welfare, and you giving it to me because of what? Because my color? Man, do you know how I feel when I'm around my other dudes? I don't feel any less. I don't feel any more. And you going to give me more just because of my color? Man, it's so backwards.
At the end of the day, if they think that's what's best to help incentivize, then that's what they wanted to do. But at the end of the day, like I said, that's not the purpose of why we develop our staff. But if that's the rule they have in place, then I think it's very clear in the situation on what should happen. But we'll see what they think.
Yeah, he basically, blah, blah, blah. I ain't trying to benefit off of that, but if it's a benefit, you know, all right. Well. If you get a check in the mail and it says, oh, because you are so-and-so, you're like, they're giving out money for that? Really? All right, well. Honey, load up the car. We're going to Rodeo Drive today, right? We're gonna spend a little of this unnecessary money. All right, here we go. So why don't I do the criticisms of Jason Whitlock as much as I do Stephen A. Smith? I told you guys this before, and I'm going to tell you guys this again. Oh, it's right on time. Let me show you why. But don't blame me. Don't blame me. Blame them. This is the most frequented site I use to source my information. I use this one, and I use another one called Joe Budden fan page. I don't care if you guys see it there. You ain't going to see my breakdown there. Sometimes they highlight me, but most of the time they don't. The thing is, I've come to learn, even though it's still my favorite site, for all you people that think I'm MAGA, they are left-leaning, big time. And it's okay. Just give me their damn reports. I can't source, and we're going to go back to this story. I can't source all this information out there. You know why I can't? Because I got 3 little ones in the house, and I got 4 in total. Happy birthday to my daughter who just turned 27, Maraca. Right? So I can't do it. I ain't got the time, and I don't even have the interest to waste my time. Waste. Because spending my time with my kids is my priority over spending time trying to see what is Stephen A saying? What is Whitlock saying? So I go to sites, portals, that aggregate. Now, if you know one that's better, that's actually breaking down Whitlock, please send it to me so I could do some Whitlock. Please. I'd do anybody. Coach JB. Why don't I do Coach JB? I love his show. I love Whitlock's show. I love a lot of shows that I don't do enough of because it's not in the algorithm. Y'all know how people don't like Whitlock, so even this site don't like Whitlock, so they don't even look at his information. Every now and then they'll let it pop up. With the Floyd fight, that popped up. That's why I used it yesterday. But other stuff, and then please don't give me this, well then, I'm not going to watch a 2-hour podcast to find 2 minutes of clip to put on here. So either A, petition your media and say stop being so leftist, because we know mainstream media is left, and that's what happens. So a lot of people I miss out on. They don't do, you know what else they don't do? Okay, I'll give you the real. They don't do enough Whitlock. They don't do enough Dan Le Batard. They don't do enough Dan Patrick. And those guys are centrist or leftist. We get it. So it's not just the politics, but I think for Whitlock, it's the politics. And they probably like, look, we ain't got enough time to watch everybody. So we're going to do Stephen A. Smith. We're going to do Ryan Clark. We'll do some Scott Van Pelt. It's just that, dog. So help me out. Beat it up in the comments. Help me find more Whitlock. I love it. Whitlock, my dog. I still talk to him all the time. We're working on some things behind the scenes. Real spit. I'm not like y'all. I don't hate people. I don't hate what people do bad stuff all the time, starting with me. I am a mess up who has just messed himself up to the point where I failed forward. Dog, I lead with my weakness. I ain't stupid. So I'm not about to discard of somebody because I will either talk to them, and if we can't come to no resolution, distance. I'm not going to discard you. I ain't throwing you away. I just don't rock with you. I don't transmit, I should say, energy with you. That's it. Not that deep. Y'all deep. Y'all go with it. I don't care if I see somebody that I don't like or they don't like me or whatever the hell. I'm like, all right, what's up, babe? How you doing? I don't throw all of them away. The baby ain't going with the bathwater. No. There's a lot of great stuff about everybody, and I like to focus in on that. Simple as that. Unfortunately, my favorite website does not. It's like, Whitlock, please. All right, so that's why. Kansas star Darren Peterson reacts to criticism. I've kind of been an antisocial loner my whole life. Now, this guy's getting a lot of heat because of him being injured or not really injured. Basically, he know he ain't supposed to be in college basketball anymore. He a beast. He going to be a potential top pick. He does not want to be there. And he's showing it. Which made some people, once again, don't get mad at me. We going there again. Some people want to react to that. And there we go. Let's hear it.
He's entitled to his opinion. It's his life. And he's coming to the defense of his own self, which I respect. I've never met him. I don't know him. Most people that's covering the NBA can say the same thing. But what he has to understand as a young man growing into manhood is that your actions speak louder than your words. And the reality is that you've missed 11 or 12 games in your first collegiate season for stuff like cramps and the flu.
I'm not going to be nitpicky here, but I don't know what kind of cramps you had. I had cramps my senior year first game. Now, do you think the money's on the line? I'm at a 1AA school, Columbia University, which had the longest losing streak in NCAA history in college football. And I'm a senior trying to get noticed. I'm not even on anybody's radar. Not really. And I had cramps. Cramps will shut you down. Now, Jordan had the flu game, but everybody can't play through the flu. My whole house just had the flu last week. Shut down. Kids at home for a week. I'm listening.
And you've let coaches know, or Coach Self know, according to reports, minutes before a game that you couldn't go. And people are deducing you're going from 30, 35 games potentially in a collegiate season to 82 games during the regular season and beyond if it's the postseason, and you're already showing an inability to be relied upon in terms of your availability.
Okay, that's great. We know what he's saying. Blah, blah, blah. All right, we don't want to OD on Stephen A today because he's the top dog. Okay, now you can take that and run with it and say no one wants an antisocial loner and you are not being reliable and accountable to your team. But then you lose perspective. You forgot what's really at play here. The dude's in college. Why is he in college? Because he has to.
And I don't know the whole situation, but I know DP, and I know he's a great, great fucking kid. I have a hell of a work ethic. You know, now all of a sudden we hearing the narrative shift, you know what I mean? Like on him. This is why I say, just let these motherfuckers come out of high school.
Hey, we laughing, but be real. All these problems will be avoided. His name, his image, his likeness will still be pure. I didn't know of him last year. Now, I'm not into hoops like that. But I know of him as a baller and also as a problem. Why do I know the problem? Because he's forced to go somewhere and do something to get his service, to get his next level, to get his promotion, to go to the league.
Save a lot of headaches. Save a lot of coaches in college, headaches. You know what I mean? Like, now I can start building back my program.
Right.
Because I ain't getting these one and done guys. Let these guys come out of high school, man. The league ain't getting older, it's getting younger. It's not that big of a gap no more. So they already getting the bread, they already getting the money, they already getting the resources for DP situation. But I think some of it is he's hurt. Yeah. Right? They preserving him. Right. You know what I'm saying?
He could be reserving himself.
Yeah, but I think that's an overall message with
I gotta interrupt there. When you got a camp, when you got family, when you got all this bread coming to you, you got a business manager, you got a financial advisor already, you got a lawyer, you got an agent, you got whatever you need to be an NIL cash cow. Guess what happens? You also got family. Cats are whispering to you. Some of them yelling, saying, dog, don't do it. You feel anything. What happens at the NBA All-Stars why everybody shuts down and doesn't play hard or doesn't want to do dunk contests and stuff? Because their knee is saying, their knee, little sore. Man, I ain't doing that. Your body's your commodity. How come it starts in the pros? It doesn't start in college? This dude ain't stupid. He ain't going out there for what? For what?
Then that group, but then whoever his team is, if you going out there and you putting on the show in 20 to 25 points in 18 minutes.
What else is left to see?
And you have to accept that today. There's no more rules today. Now, I don't agree with the subbing myself out of
Should it be fair for like an NBA team to just like sign them straight from college or like make them draft eligible straight from college?
This is where the G League come in at.
Okay.
Because if just hypothetically,
we just get hypothetical. Yeah.
If the NBA team, this is why they saying everybody should be free agents because of what you just said. Now, if I got the number one pick and I know who I'm drafting and everybody knows who the I'm drafting, this kid don't want to be in college. Take him because he ain't doing them but being. At that point, a distraction. Everybody's going to get frustrated. Yep. Then the narrative going to flip on them anyway.
And it just flipped on them. It's crazy how many articles, on my favorite site again, Darren Peterson. And it's none of them flattering. None of them. It's just him defending himself or people coming at him, attacking him, whatever, criticizing him. It's crazy.
Even more. Take him out of there. Let him develop in the G League until next year. Let him train and develop if you don't want him to play. If I'm the Wizards and I got the number one pick, I should be able to take and put him in my farm system
right away
until the draft. And then now he's a part of
the organization.
Yes. Instead of him just around in college and his team don't want him to play, he just doing whatever, but that's not who he is. He's he wants don't the pick, don't your spot up, champ, because they're gonna use that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
This is how it goes. It's character. The talent, it goes talent. Are they equal talent? Okay, cool. Personable. Okay, cool. All right, how they around people. Now it's character. What's the character like? Is he?
Yeah, and look, they're messing with his image to the point where you're going to question his character when it's really not being questioned. It's just the conditions that he is going through that needs to be questioned. Isn't that crazy? They questioning me. No, you need to question this.
A high character kid that ain't showing high character at this very moment, subbing in, subbing out, and playing and not playing, and whatever it is, it's a business now. It ain't about basketball right now. It's a business, and they want to see how you handle your business and how you stand on your business. You already predicted the #1 pick. You get what I'm saying? So now they looking at you as a full-blown business. Get ready.
Blah, blah, blah. Get ready. He already going. they already giving that boy, and he going to start off the league with all this criticism already. Damn. All right, we got a lot of Luka Doncic. One of the things, the narrative has shifted on that guy too as well. We're going to do that tomorrow. Luka. Welcome to L.A., big dog. Welcome to L.A., because the tides have shifted. People are like, I don't know about this. Lakers losing big leads. Lakers can't play defense. All the above. So that's how the game goes. Okay. Let's leave on some lighter stuff and then get into it, and we're going to be out of here. Remember Ocho Cinco wanted to fight Cameron? That was hilarious. Oh, man. Well, Cameron did respond. Let's see if he can fight. Let's see it.
I shout out to Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco. And I guess Ocho Cinco seen the fights over the weekend. He's like, I want to get in there and box. I want to fight somebody from another podcast. And Shannon Sharp was the first. He's like, yo, you on your own with that. He's like, nah, I'm hyped. I want to fight. Like, we got the podcast Boxing Olympics. So Shannon Sharp said, who you want to fight? Somebody from It Is What It Is? And he was like, man, it don't matter who it is. It don't matter. And then Shannon Sharp was like, Cam? And he's like, I don't know, Cam don't box. This is what Chad Ocho said.
This dude's captivating to me. I've always said that, always will. Like, he always just goes to the beat of his own drum. Fresh. I love it. Still got the pink polo, too.
Then they went on to Cam Newton. But what happened is, what Stats talking about is, I posted the clip, and in my caption, I said, I just try to go to work and go home. But I showed Chad getting knocked out in the boxing ring.
Put their name in a hat. Anybody can get it. Anybody can't get it. What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Go on a nightclub and your girl was watching, she'd be disgusted.
I didn't see that. No way. I did not see this. I don't mean, look, I watched a Floyd Pacquiao fight again, but I ain't watched this. What the hell?
Bro, what are you talking about, man? Go on a nightclub and your girl was watching, she'd be disgusted.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, boy.
Yeah, because he said he wanted to box and shit, but then we seen the nigga got hit clean with a right hand and went down. He almost did like, shout out to my man Zab Judah, but remember Zab got up and talked to the ref and shit? He got knocked out and did some weird shit saying, no, I didn't get knocked out. So shout out to Chad and, appreciate the love, but I had to post that when he was saying he wanted to fight other boxers on podcasts.
Blah, blah, blah. That's why I won't fight. Because Chad hit him with a good right, but didn't protect himself. Dog, we don't have enough muscle memory. All it takes is somebody to get in there. He ain't got to be athletic. He ain't got to be in better shape, blah, blah, blah. None of that. He just got a better technique than you. He just got a little more muscle memory than you. And he was like, oh, you swing like that? I know I got the counter. Whop. Your ass is asleep for life. Because that's sleep for life right there. No, you're going to get back up. But guess what? We forever going to be able to see that you got knocked down. He got knocked out. Oh, my God. It's crazy. Love to you guys out there. I got to show y'all this. No, I can't. I can't show you this because if I show y'all that, my ass is going to be out all. This is a topic. What's happening at these clubs with these kids? I'm going to show y'all that tomorrow. These kids are acting a donkey out here. But I want to show you this real quick. This is hilarious. This is somebody saying this is Max Crosby when the front office told him he couldn't play anymore. Crack me up. Let's go. Look.
Hey,
That's my fault, nigga. I'm over, nigga. I'm on my
What I say, man? We all borrow. We all borrow. Love to you guys. It's a good time to watch my son if they let me play it once. Let's go.
Some people chase dreams. I ran from reality.
Here come my son.
Not for the attention.
You gonna see my itty bitty? Where he at?
Not for the
That ain't my son. There you go.
To prove a kid from Compton.
There you go.
Write his own story.
A little actor. And he can play football a little bit.
I
Give
see
him
a
that.
game,
A little bit.
but I see the only way out.
Lay your head up, boy. Keep your head up,
Every single breath.
child. Things are gonna get
Every single
easier
yard.
and harder.
And the promise paid back in full.
Look at my boy. Did a real push-up too.
I've got more on the line.
Oh, look at that steam.
Because I'm running.
Look at that. Oh, come on, man. Once upon a time in South Central. Man, that thing bring me joy. Blah, blah, blah. How to survive in South Central. A place where busting the cap is fundamental. Fool. Can't find this in no handbook. Take a close look at a black crook. Jerry Curl Ice Cube can't get better than that. You can't get better than that. You get different, you don't get better. Let's go. What's good, fam? It's your boy Marcellus Wiley, and I gotta talk to you about something that's been a game changer for me. Y'all know I've been on the comeback trail after my hip surgery, and let me tell you, getting back to 100% ain't easy. I've been looking for anything to give me that edge, to help me bounce back stronger, faster. And that's where Vinia's new blood flow hydration product comes in. Oh, this ain't just another supplement, people. This is about optimizing your body from the inside out. Since I started taking Vinia blood flow hydration, I'm feeling a big difference in my physical therapy sessions and my energy levels. It's helping me get that crucial blood flow where it needs to go, helping my body heal and perform. I'm feeling more vibrant, more ready to tackle whatever comes my way. It's like my body just remembers how to be its best self. And for anyone out there just looking to elevate your daily well-being, this is it. And here's the best part. Vinia is so confident you'll love it, they're offering a 90-day money-back guarantee. That's how you know it's legit. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So head over to the link in my bio, check out Vinia Blood Flow Hydration, and start your own comeback story. Trust me, your body will thank you. Let's get it. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Love for you guys, man. Have an amazing day. Make sure you do all things the way you want them to be done. Back to you. Let's get into it. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the birds. Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.